I think in this case, the Lama is playing a huge role, like what I really see in the past and the present. See, Lama doesn't matter what title he or she have, the highest title to the lowest title. One thing we have to keep in mind, they are also human being. They are also human being, and especially the outer Lama I'm talking here, they are made out of bone and flesh and organs, and they have also childhood. They have also all this so-called complex and so on and so forth, and all the problems they have. If they purify and they develop, that's good. Otherwise, everything is there. And now the problem here is that if you meet a wrong teacher, what I mean is wrong teacher here means maybe he or she is a nice gentleman, compassion, but he or she don't have enough wisdom to really for you to help you to really get into your inner Lama until the secret Lama. And he maybe teach you all the rituals and like a way he or she learn in the monastery, and it's a building like a old friend, it's beautiful. He's smiling on you, and you feel you found your like a grandfather. He or she represents your father because you are like a father's love when you were a child, and so on and so forth. So that can go, but it will not really help you to enlighten. That's it. It just end up there. And there are some Lama who is really good in teaching. They know the theory and so on and so forth. And it looks like they know many things, but lack of compassion. They have so much knowledge. They can explain every detail of Vajrayana, but lack of the deep compassion and lack of the real wisdom, put it that way. So now what will happen is that he or she might have his own problems. Maybe he or she, when they were young and there was this competition. Do you understand what I mean? So when we were young, we were like, oh, who have a more monastery, who have a more students, and they are more respected, and it's worth. So then the problem is that he or she want more student. So in order to increase his empire or her empire and build more monastery or Buddhist center, it represents his or her ego, possession. And I'm more powerful than this Rinpoche, I'm more powerful than that Rinpoche. And maybe they will not say that in the surface, because they are wearing too many marks. And you have to understand this, many teachers are wearing so thick marks, sometimes even they don't know who they are. And that's why you also, as a student, we also need a little wisdom to differentiate or to recognize. Sometimes it's so difficult for us to even recognize because we even don't know what we are looking for. And we are somehow end up in someone is taking care of us, and we feel good. If somebody is give us some cheese and some I don't know, chocolate, and we already feel so happy, like, wow, this Lama is so nice, he's so nice to me. Do you understand? If we forget all the other elements, and that's it, we enter there. And then, so what I'm trying to say here, of course, the devotion will play, it will it will develop, and it will become better and better and better. But only if you meet the right teacher. If you meet the wrong teacher, doesn't matter how you develop, in the end you will suffer, because that devotion will be misused. It's same with the relationship. You just open too much toward her and him, and one day he or she dumped you, and it's so difficult to reopen it again. So for me, what I really think is that, see, why I took this 3-year, 6-month journey and wandering all over the Tibet. Of course, I met many teachers, many great masters. They all were so nice to me, but I couldn't open to them. It's not like they have a problem. It's my problem, and I normally can't open to. I can't easily open. And even in a 3-year, 6-month journey, I also met many yogis, but I couldn't open to them. So in the end, I met the Rinpoche Tharchin, in whom I can, in the beginning, I was like, okay, I can trust him, at least. So it took many years to have a mugu, to really develop that like a real devotion. So then I start to feel trust, and I start to feel more trust, and I think, okay, now I can open it. And even in the path there was a little foggy, little doubt, and I keep solving it, and now things are like a cloudless devotion, put it that way. So when you find the right Lama, and when you start to gradually develop the devotion, there will be reward for that. If you met the wrong Lama, the more you open, more you will suffer. And if you don't know why you have to open, and if he don't know why you have to open for her, and there is another problem. And nowadays, and we all know that, using this word called devotion, and even from the Lama side, not really utilizing this powerful resource called devotion. In the end, nobody benefit out of this devotion. So for me, in order to more open or develop the devotion, I think first is find the right Lama for you. That's I think important.